On this week's episode of Nikon's Birding Adventures TV, we're on the western coast of Mexico in Riviera Nayarit, one of the very best birding locations in all of North America. This is the Pacific Ocean behind me with the port of San Blas, and we're going to be birding around this endemic rich area and searching for some of the specialty birds. Let's go birding. Just north of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and spanning over 190 miles of Pacific coastline, Riviera Nayarit is not only one of the best birding destinations in all of Central and North America, but it is also a mecca for world-class fishing, surfing, whale watching, culture, food, and adventure. The birding capital of this biodiverse region is undoubtedly the port of San Blas, where a dedicated birder can nail down 30 different endemic bird species within a half-hour's drive. The birder-friendly Hotel Garza Canela and the welcoming Vasquez Gonzalez family are true professionals and cater to the every need of the visiting eco-tourist. We hooked up with the legendary Mark Stackhouse to assist us in our birding endeavors, and also went out with excellent local guides Chencho and Francisco. We're heading out to Zoquilpan this morning with Francisco and Chencho at the back, two local guides, two local birding experts, and we're going to this mangrove estuary, which is very, very good for a whole lot of water birds, including a magnificent nesting colony of woodstorks. So we've come up through these mangrove channels to Zoquilpan here, and there's this eerie mist over the estuary here, and it's pretty weird. It's morning, we've got the sun shining through, but there's just this mist all around, and hopefully in a couple of minutes this mist will burn off and we'll be able to see the woodstorks. So as predicted here on Zoquilpan, this mist has burnt off in literally 5 minutes. And I'm here with Francisco, and we've got this amazing colony of woodstorks behind us here. What a spectacle here with 250 woodstorks behind us in this colony. And you know, I'm more familiar in North America, I live in Florida obviously, and I'm more familiar with woodstorks nesting way at the top of trees and cypress swamps. But right here, they're pretty much at eye level, and you can really see the babies, you can see the nests, you can see the parents coming in and feeding the youngsters. Great experience here at Zoquilpan. This Birding Adventures episode is powered by Nikon, the world leader in optics since 1917, and by Hobie Mirage Drive Kayaks. Enjoy nature effortlessly. and by Riviera Nayarit, Mexico's Pacific treasure.
I'm not envious of James having to edit the video that he's shooting here this week. There's too much good stuff.
Like you said, as soon as that light hits these trees and this coffee plantation, there's just everything flying in here. It's like a switch turns on. Huh?
Exactly. And it's so much activity, you almost don't know where to look first.
There's a golden-cheeked woodpecker up there.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of our really common woodpeckers, but it's also an endemic to Mexico. And a gorgeous bird. Really, really colorful. Now, I think that we've got both a male and a female up there.
Oh, there's a male and a female? Yeah, I'm getting them.
Yes.
So the female's a lot plainer. She doesn't have that bright sort of golden cheek.
She's really beautiful too, but she only has yellow on the back of the head, and the male has yellow going into a fiery red on the top of the head. Wow. And they both have the little yellow cheek, which gives them their name.
Look at the color on that face. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. So you say these are fairly common around here?
Yeah, you know, it's really a very, very common species, but if you got to have a common woodpecker, this is the one to choose, because he's a gorgeous bird.
And it's a melanope species?
Yes, it is.
Wonderful. Endemic number 1, right here at the coffee plantation, just outside San Blas. We've been here 5 minutes. We've probably had like 6 endemics already.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
And a whole lot of things.
What are those?
Those are orange-fronted parakeets just blasting through. And that's, good morning, San Blas.
Caciques. These are the yellow wings, right?
Yes.
Look at that one, just perched up in the tree here.
Yeah, look at the crest.
They've got like a crest. Yeah, look at that. That's amazing. They've got like this little weird sort of double crest off the side of their heads. And it's just the males that have that, Mark?
Yes. They're just like dreadlocks. These big floppy crests there.
Right. The Rasta bird.
The Rasta bird.
Can't keep up. There's so much going on. It's like I'm running a race, but I'm always like 5 people behind the leader.
Too many birds. When you get a good fruiting tree like this, sometimes we don't get any farther than here in a morning birding. There's so much activity. We just stay virtually in the same place most of the morning and let the birds come to us. And it's just incredible, fast and furious and fun.
Just on the edge of the road here, we've got some gorgeous little birds called rusty-crowned ground sparrows. And they're just foraging on the edge of the road up ahead here. You can see there's a group of 2 of them. Oh, there's another one, 3 of them. They're just hopping out into the road here, foraging in the leaf litter. These are fantastic little sparrows. They're almost like a mixture between a towhee and a sparrow. Very chunky little birds, but you can see that nice rusty crown, that very, very bold eye ring. And this is another endemic of the San Blas area in Riviera Nayarit. So let me think what we've got endemic wise. We've been here for about an hour, and what we've got, I know you've got like 10 already. But I'm trying to think what I've got on film, and I've probably definitely got golden-cheeked woodpecker, yellow-winged cacique, we've got the sparrow, the ground sparrow. This is the endemic Sinaloa wren. Right, yeah, very tough bird. Like most wrens, they're gonna skulk in some thick stuff, and very seldom going to come out and sing in the open. We've got this guy doing this right now on the left-hand side of this bush here. Anything special about this bird?
Just that he's only found here, and like all wrens, they're kind of animated and fun to watch if you get a chance. But as you said, it's hard to see them, so it's always special when you get a view like this.
Amazing. Yeah, nice one.
Good job.
So what are we doing here, Mark?
Hey, we're going to take a look for elegant quail, another great endemic here. But here's the deal. San Blas has been a famous birders' destination for over 50 years. Birders know everything about where to bird in San Blas. There's been guidebooks written, articles written, blog posts, there's web reports, trip reports, but the birders for 50 years have been going to the same places over and over and over again. Everybody knows where you go birding in San Blas, but now we've got a community of local birders here, and we're out exploring, and we have found more good birding sites in San Blas in the last 5 years, that some of which are far better than the classic sites that everybody knows about. We were at one this morning at Tequitata that we only discovered about 5 years ago. Right now we're going to poke into a little road that's literally next door to a site called Singaita, one of the oldest, most famous sites in San Blas. We call it South Singaita because it's right across the highway. It's a fabulous site, and nobody had ever birded it until a year and a half ago. This place is very birdy, lots of good birds, lots of specialties that people pull their hair out to see in San Blas, and they're easier up on this little road, and we just discovered it.
Speaking of hair, Mark, your hair looks very elegant today. So let's hope that this elegant hair helps us get the elegant quails. Let's hit it.
Well, we came up here looking for some elegant quail, and there's 4 of them thus spacing in the road. This is too easy. If it were all this easy, nobody'd ever hire a guide.
These quail are right in front of us over here. Just calling from behind these trees. There's a big ficus tree here. Mark's got the tape going, and they're coming right in. Smoky ponies, there they are. There they are. They're right at my feet. They're so close I can't even get to them. Look at that. Elegant quail. Oh my gosh, male and female. So amazing. Such a beautiful quail with that nice, kind of almost like golden crest on the male. So beautiful. That nice scaled pattern on the females. Wow. There's more at the back here. They're coming closer. This Birding Adventures episode is powered by Nikon, the world leader in optics since 1917, and by Riviera Nayarit, Mexico's Pacific treasure. These are the bizarre and shaded mangrove tunnels of La Tovara, and we're heading along these tunnels. They're actually totally enclosed by mangroves, and we're going to look for northern patu and rufous-bellied chachalakas. Chachalaka! So Chencho has found us the northern patu right here in these mangrove tunnels of La Tovara. And the northern patu is a great bird. It's just so camouflaged. It looks like a piece of the trunk or a piece of wood on the tree. And at night they've got this really freakish call. It almost sounds like, I don't know, a mixture between, it almost sounds like a cow being slaughtered or something. It's a crazy sound. Kind of like a crazy noise. And these northern patus are found in these mangrove forests here close to San Blas. You can see when they feel threatened or they want to camouflage themselves, they stick that bill right up, straight up into the sky. And if you look on his breast, he's got these beautiful little black spots on the breast as well. And they're such amazing birds because they've got huge bucket mouths. You know how a largemouth bass is known in the fishing world as bucket mouth? Well, in the birding world, this is the bucket mouth of the birding world because it's got a massive mouth and it just flies around at night, gobbling any insect up into that big bucket mouth. Superb bird, northern patu, right here in the mangrove tunnels of La Tovara. Rufus-bellied chachalaca. Oh, look at that. You can see the pink flap of skin on the throat. Slight little crest. And look at that rufous belly. Another endemic of western Mexico here. Awesome. Rufus-bellied chachalaca. Yes.
This Birding from the Edge segment is brought to you by Nikon, manufacturers of the Edge line of optics.
This beautiful mangrove lake behind me here is called the Overlook of the Herons, and you can see why. Tons of egrets, we've got wood stalks behind us, but we also have American crocodiles. And here somebody's left out some bait on the side of the bank here. Some fishermen. We're going to see if these crocodiles come in. Got our camera set up, and these crocs have been coming in. These American crocodiles have been coming in. They can smell the fish heads. Some fisherman's just dumped his stuff here, and I think we're going to get some cool footage. Let's check it out.
Viajando ahora me encuentro y estoy pensando que hay un amor dentro de mí y eres tú. Son tantos pueblos por donde paso y en cada uno de ellos pienso en ti.
Now that truly is birding from the edge.
Ay, mi amor.
This Birding Adventures episode is powered by Nikon, the world leader in optics since 1917. And by the Mexico Tourism Board. This morning we're at Tequitata, which is actually a coffee plantation with some great primary forest around it and also some great secondary growth around it. This is one of the best sites close to San Blas to find some of the endemic and specialty birds. This morning, in particular, we're going to be trying for citrulline trogon.
Welcome to Tequitata. It's a birding capital. Let's go birding.
And you just missed your citrulline trogon because he was up there, but he's flown over to another berry.
That's all right.
Oh, right back to the same spot.
What, the citrulline?
Citrulline,
Okay,
yeah.
let me get it. There he is.
It's a citrulline trogon, a young male over there. He just came up, gorgeous with the backlit morning sun.
We've got 4 citrulline trogons here, all flocking into this tree here. It's very frustrating when you're trying to film them because we've got this whole tree beautifully lit with nice morning light, and yet every time they find one little spot of shade. So we're going to give it a little bit more time. Hopefully one's going to pop right out in the open. We've got a female citrulline trogon that's just come in. Trying to get some footage of it here. Also have a young male around here too, so it's great because we've got the adult male, a young male, and the female all together in this tree. And a couple of others flitting around too. This is incredible that this is an endemic bird, found nowhere else in the world. And here at San Blas, there's just 4 or 5 of them in one tree. It's absolutely fantastic.
Another citrulline trogon. Oh, what a beauty. Look at that. I wish he'd hop into the light there. Oh, he's just hopped kind of, that's 2 together there.
That's a male and female.
Oh, they're both together, male and female. We've got male and female citrulline trogon together. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look how beautiful those colors are. There's another one coming in just to the right. Look at that in the sun. Look at that in the sun. There's got to be 5 or 6 citrulline trogons around here.
Sometimes when we get a tree with lots of fruit, we'll have 5, 6, sometimes a dozen trogons in the same tree.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Look at this one. Look at this one. He's calling. Shh, shh. Look. He's calling. Look at him puffing out his breast. in the sun there. See how the feathers on their breasts puff out when they're calling like that. So these are two males calling to each other in the same tree here. Absolutely spectacular. That is awesome, Mark, our golden bird for this episode. This tops off just a fantastic show right here in San Blas in the Riviera Nayarit of Western Mexico.
You know, I birded all over Latin America before I ever came to Mexico for the first time. And when I came here, I was just blown away. Not only is the birding great, but this is a wonderful country to visit. The people, the culture, the food, all the things you can do is just fabulous. I fell in love with the place, and now I've never left.
Well, I'm moving to Mexico.